All right, y'all, we are back with another video. I definitely had to bring y'all this. It seemed like James Carville done had enough of IIhan Omar. Not only IIhan Omar, but Jasmine Crockett as well, because normally they keep on attacking white people, especially IIhan Omar. She's been going after white men, said white man pretty much is the one causing the most crimes in the United States. You got Jasmine Crockett going to graduations, playing the victim card, saying that the white people that's calling her ghetto, white people that's calling her a DI hire, is pretty much being racist to her and all black people. And it seemed like James Carville had enough. He even made a video saying that he pretty much want them out. He want them to lead a Democrat party, and they plan on getting both of them out. And that's what it sounds like. So it's a Democrat operatives demands woke black Democrats and IIhan Omar get out the party for attacking white people. So it seems like a lot of the Democrats are getting mad. Then I had heard again that they said that Jasmine Crockett got denied, that even the Democrats don't even want her to run in the 2028 election to even try to win the primary. So they don't even want her in it. So now she's just going crazy. So I have some videos I want y'all to check out. Like I said, please hit the like button. Really helps get the video out there. And I appreciate everybody. My last two videos I did yesterday. Thank you all for hitting that like button and letting me know in the comment section that you did stay to the end and watch the entire video. I really, really appreciate it, because like I said, it helps get the video out there. So thanks to all that subscribes, that hit the like button, and watch the entire video. I really, really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this, because I got to show y'all this. Let's start out with IIhan Omar. So this is the woman right here that's constantly attacking white men and then, you know, just playing victim. I mean, it just don't get old. And then we got even another clip where even JD Vance just pretty much just went off on her in a text, pretty much saying she just disgraceful the way she just talked to people. So let's go ahead and start off with this. Check this out.
A lot of conservatives in particular would say that the rise in Islamophobia is a result not of hate, but of fear, a legitimate fear, they say, of quote-unquote jihadist terrorism, whether it's Fort Hood or San Bernardino or the recent truck attack in New York. What do you say to them?
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country, because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. And so if fear was the driving force of policies to keep America safe, Americans safe inside of this country, we should be profiling, monitoring, and creating policies to fight the radicalization of white men.
Lady, why don't you just get out the Democratic Party? Honestly, start your own movement. All right, let's do the simple math. And probably 69%, I don't know, we could call Jim Gerstein or Jeff Garrett. Roughly 69% of the people going to vote in November, maybe more. Let's do 70 for just round math, are going to be white. Of that, 48%, maybe a little more, are going to be male. So that's roughly, let's just call it 33 1/3% of the entire election. Well, let's just run against them, because that's so goddamn smart. All right. So now we're going to have a campaign by the progressive left against white men who vote about 1/3 of everybody that votes in an election. Why don't you, lady, start your own party? And then when it's over, if you want to caucus with the Democrats, fine. We agree with a lot of things that you do, but we don't believe we ought to be running against white men. In fact, we don't think we ought to be running against any gender, any ethnic group, any race, any religion, or anything else. God damn, these people are just helpless. They cannot be helped. There's nothing you can do to help them. They don't want to be helped. And if they had any guts, they'd start their own goddamn political party and get out of ours.
Wow. So you see, he just absolutely just went off on IIhan Omar. Not only IIhan Omar, he's talking about Jasmine Crockett as well, because Jasmine Crockett is the same way, attacking white people every single day, playing the racist card. We even got the clip where she said she walked into her boss's office. There was a white guy named Charlie, pretty much saying that she told him to hire me because I'm black. Even though I don't know what I'm doing, I don't have the skills to do it, but I want you to trust me, Charlie, and hire me because of my skin color. And then she get mad when somebody says she's a DEI hire. You pretty much admitted it yourself. It's just crazy to me. So let's jump straight into this next clip. If y'all can see right here, You can see J.D. Vance even said, after listening to what she said, J.D. Vance said, this isn't just sick. It's actually genocidal language. What a disgrace this person is. And then just listen to IIhan Omar. She's just trying to defend it. Now she want to turn it back on J.D. Vance. Like, no. You have been caught. And not only that, after this, we got Black Conservative Perspective. I want y'all to check out what he had to say because he made a lot of sense after listening to this right here. So the best thing for the Democrat Party to do, hey, let AOC win the primary. That'll be even easier for J.D. Vance. Nobody's going to vote for AOC. So if y'all want to go AOC, go with her. Y'all don't have nobody over there that I think that can beat J.D. Vance. No matter who y'all get, all y'all think alike. It could be Jasmine Crockett, AOC, Bernie Sanders. It don't matter who it is. All y'all think alike. All y'all the same person. Y'all just in different bodies. Y'all think the same. Y'all gonna do the same thing. But listen to this right here, y'all.
What do you make that J.D. Vance finds something from this many years ago and tries to score political points with the base?
Well, he is, we know that he doesn't really have anything to do as the vice president. All you do is just make sure you're waiting, waiting to be the errand boy for a president that's incompetent. And so they're in. So
you're saying that J.D. Vance is just waiting to be an errand boy. So if that's the case, what the world was Kamala Harris? What the word was Kamala Harris? If J.D. Vance just an errand boy, just waiting on Donald Trump to tell him to do something, then what was Kamala Harris then? The errand girl? I think that sounds pretty good.
What?
I think that sounds pretty good. Like, come on. Don't try to get mad at J.D. Vance because he found this clip of you saying going off on white men. And you see James Carville that had enough of it. Let's go.
Aren't that many errands for him. So he's become the reply guy. That's kind of what he does. He's in everybody's mentions. And it is quite unfortunate. It's also unfortunate that he didn't understand like the point I was trying to make about the irony of
No, don't try to walk that back. It ain't no point you were trying to make. You was going off on white men, so they the cause of a lot of deaths. What you mean the point you were trying to make? You literally said that white man is the cause of a lot of deaths in the United States. What other point is around that? You just trying to walk it back. We ain't stupid, man. Even James Carville, he's a Democrat. He didn't even fall for it. The thing about James Carville, he right about y'all, but he's just wrong about Trump. That's the thing.
And to profile a racial group depending on, what the violent crimes are committed by an individual. You could just look at the comments. Like every response is with a graph of like how violent black men are, and it's like, so you're comfortable by constantly denigrating and creating this image that a certain group is violent and that is.
Ma'am, you just said white men is violent. You literally just said white men is violent, that white men is the cause of a lot of deaths. Now you want to turn it around and put it on J.D. Vance because he called you out. Like, come on.
A response to being triggered by, like, stat.
When you come out here and you attack white people, especially white men specifically, you are turning people off. You're turning voters off. I guarantee you, the Jasmine Crockett's, the IIhan Omars have lost more voters than they've gained for the Democrat Party. There's no doubt in my mind, and this is why I'm not worried about a quote-unquote President AOC. I'm not worried about that.
I'm not
There's some
either.
people have come out and expressed concern based off the fake news polls, right, and some of the volatility going on in the marketplace about how, maybe, just maybe, this could open up the door for AOC, right, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. And one of the reasons why I say this is because if AOC just happened to win the Democrat primary, that would embolden the hell out of the lunatic. And the Democrat platform would become the freak show platform, right? They would be platforming the freak show. That is literally what the Democrat Party would become. Could you guys imagine a Democrat Party led by AOC, right, in a 2028 general election? The freaks and the lunatics that are going to come out of court, they're going to be emboldened by this, right? They're going to say, oh, no, we can win, right? They're actually going to think that they appeal to the American people. So, again, if somebody like AOC wins the Democrat primary, which could happen, I am not worried. I am like that's
I'm
honestly
not
probably
worried.
the best case scenario for the GOP because it makes it very hard for that candidate to win. Okay.
And that's exactly what I was saying. It just makes it hard. So it ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna do them no good. Salute to Black Conservative Perspective. Make sure y'all go subscribe to him on YouTube. Great content creator. Please go subscribe to Black Conservative Perspective. Love his content. But and that's what he's talking about. So whether it's Jasmine Crockett, whether it's AOC, whether it's whoever it is, I don't see now one of them beating JD Vance. I don't see who do they got over there that can even give JD Vance a fair shot, like if they don't cheat, because you know they always trying to cheat, but President Trump, JD Vance, they watching out for that now. It ain't gonna be no more cheating. They watching out for that now. So I want y'all to check out this next clip right here. Look at this. This is from Bob. He said, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett say that the major donors in the Democrat Party want to go out and find the safest white boy we can find to represent them in 2028. She is the gift that keeps on giving and relishes the spotlight. Listen to this, y'all.
It is this fear that the people within the party, within the primary system, will have about voting for a woman, because every time we voted for a woman, we've lost so far. And I think that that's a natural fear because we just want to win. So there's a lot of people that are like, you know what? Like, let's go find the safest white boy we can find. I mean, I'm just saying.
Those are the callers that we're hearing. We're hearing people.
No, for real.
A white man's got to do it.
No.
Those callers.
For real. And to be clear, when we talk about them, I can tell you that there is one specific candidate. I had a donor on the phones with me telling me that all the donors are lining up behind that candidate. So I can tell, and I can tell you it's not a black person nor woman, okay? So like it is, they have, quote unquote, they have chosen.
It's like everything has to be like with race talk. Oh, the safest white boy that's gonna beat JD Vance. I don't care who y'all got over there. I don't see nobody beating JD Vance. Now, y'all check out this next clip right here. She really want to talk about the Republican Party being part of the KKK. When, woman, do you realize the Democrat Party created the KKK? You do know that, right? But you can't tell Jasmine Crockett nothing because this woman just thinks she knows everything. She thinks she knows everything. She thinks because she talk loud, because she talk ghetto, that she's right. But she's wrong. So check this out right here, y'all.
They try to act like, oh, political violence, it's the Democrats and it's the liberals. And it's like, actually, I mean, I'm not going to say that like a left-leaning person cannot be violent, because that would be like crazy to say that somebody can't be. But baby, y'all got the white supremacists galore, okay?
This woman is talking like she's talking to her sister or something. Baby. Ain't that what you're supposed to tell your significant other or something? Like this, it's just the ghetto in her. And now she want to say white people that call her ghetto is pretty much racist. White people that call her a DEI hire is racist. This is what she's saying. Stop acting like that and people won't call you that. You is acting ghetto. Trust me, I grew up in the hood. I know exactly what ghetto is.
Like all of them. You got the Proud Boys. You got the neo-Nazis. You have people that literally should be classified as domestic terrorists, because a lot of times that is what they are doing. They're engaging in domestic terrorism. And guess what? They all align with your side.
Yeah.
Including the KKK. So like.
Including the KKK? What? Man, this woman is stupid. Man, this right here just don't make no sense at all. The KKK aligned with the Republican Party, says Jasmine Crockett, when the Democrat Party was the one that created. You know what? Listen to this, y'all.
I mean, this is who aligns with that. So like,
that's
inherently in like who you are, y'all are violent.
Violent.
Like y'all and
so you saying Republicans are violent, ma'am? You was the one that pretty much told Ted Cruz he needed his head knocked off. You was the one who was threatening Elon Musk. Remember, you was the one had these people out here protesting, burning up Tesla, throwing Molotov through Tesla dealerships, shooting guns and stuff. You got some people who was driving Tesla getting stopped in the middle of the highway, getting attacked because of the crap that you were saying. And now you want to say Republicans are violent? No, the Democrats are the one violent. You is the one violent. Everything you do, you trying to put on the Republicans.
And most of your violence has to do with people that's got a little bit of melanin.
Melanin.
But nevertheless, like, y'all are a violent group of people. Like, you attract violent actors. And, like, I'm sorry, I know they tried to make Black Lives Matter out to be the most violent. What about Black Lives Matter? No. So that's the thing. Like,
this woman is just ridiculous. And remember, y'all, you remember she called, the governor Abbott of Texas. Remember she called him Governor Hot Wheels, trying to be funny. Remember this?
Because we in these hot ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So yes.
So a man that's in a wheelchair, you calling him Governor Hot Wheels. Like that right there is insane. And James Carville ain't done with IIhan Omar. He ain't done with Jasmine Crockett. He even had more to say. So I want y'all to check this out. I say, new James Carville slams IIhan Omar for attacking white men. Let's go out and piss off 33% of people that vote, and that's a smart strategy. And there are people that agree with her. Honestly, I think these people are more trouble than they're worth. So even check out this clip of James Carville.
IIhan Omar says that white men are responsible for most of the deaths in the United States. So let me get this straight. 69% of the people, I'm stuck on that number, I don't know, but 69% of the people going to vote are white. Of that, 48.5 are males. So I don't know, my rough math is 33%. Let's go out and piss off 33% of the people that vote, and that's a smart strategy. And the people that agree with her. There are people that actually agree with her. And I think these, honestly, I think these people are more trouble than they're worth.
But you could have
wow. So like I said, James Carville, he's pissed off about all of this. He is pissed off about it. James Carville calls out IIhan Omar, but not for being a race-based miscreant, stakingly false. So, like I said, James Carville he's just not playing around with it. And like I said before, this Jasmine Crockett, the same one who pretty much saying, talking about violence again, about hitting people with chairs. And we read between the lines, she was talking about hitting white people with chairs. And she thought she was being funny. And you can see a lot of the people that's around her at this graduation just felt uncomfortable with the crap that she was saying. Check this out.
There are going to be people that tell you that you don't belong. And I am here to tell you over and over and over that you absolutely belong. There are people that are going to tell you that there is not a table in which there is a seat for you. But I am here to remind you of Montgomery and those folding chairs. Let me tell you that we know how to use a chair, whether we pulling it up or we doing something else with it.
Wow.
Let me be the first one to tell you that I know that y'all are ready to put your boots on the ground. That's your cue.
So there she go again, and she's been doing this for the longest, and I've told y'all this plenty of times, man. This woman is just out of her mind, her and IIhan Omar. And remember, like I told y'all earlier, that she pretty much told her boss to hire her because she's black, not because she knows what she's doing, not because she's educated, not because she got the skills, all because she's black. Check it out.
Say because you've been gracious. Is this. When I first became a public defender, I had no criminal defense experience. And I walked in and I told my boss, Charlie, I said, listen, you should hire me. He said, why? I said, because I'm black. Charlie looked at me like I was crazy.
And I bet you Charlie did look at you like you was crazy. So I want to show y'all this last clip right here. So Jasmine Crockett whines that people call her a DEI hire because she's black. Also, Jasmine Crockett, you should hire me because I'm black. And like I said, she just keep bringing up white people being racist towards her. And then she try to make it seem like it's a group thing. Like, oh, white people is racist against all of us, y'all. No, you the one that's acting ghetto. So when somebody call you ghetto, pretty much you call them talking about white people. When white people call you ghetto, they mean they racist because they really want to say the other word. This is what she's insinuating. Check this out.
And instead of publicly calling us the N-word, they use racist epithets and suggest that we're ghetto or unqualified or diversity hires, even though we're all more, oftentimes than not, more educated and qualified.
When I first became a public defender, I had no criminal defense experience. And I walked in and I told my boss, Charlie, I said, listen, you should hire me. He said, why? I said, because I'm black.
There you go right there. I mean, boy, these people here. And like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Because like I said, James Carville was not holding back. Like I said before, he's right about them and he's just wrong about Donald Trump. And that's where I'm going to leave it at. So y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this. Thank you all for watching, especially the ones that made it to the end. And we definitely got more content coming. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And like I said before, please hit the like button. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.